Okay, what is nanotechnology? We learned nanoscience, right? And how nanoparticles can be synthesized using top-down and bottom-up approaches. See, in top-down and bottom-up approaches, we have again many different kinds. Okay, we have lithography, we have chemical deposition, so many other things. We will not go deeper into the this science. Since you are all UPSC candidates, you should know the concepts. All concepts you should know. Okay, but we will not dig deep into the concept. Again, it will be filled with so many other things, you will forget main points. Okay, so and then we saw quantum confinement. Quantum confinement means where we broke down the material, we bought it very, the electrons were going only here and there, right? That is potential well, it is quantum confinement. And then we saw quantum dot. What is it? We saw this, but I did not explain. Quantum dot. What is a dot? What is a dot? See, this is a marker. I'll just put it here. If I zoom it, it will become like this. Correct? So many red ink will be there. Now, dot means again it is ideological. It is one dimensional thing. We call dot to be dimensionless. Okay, it to be dimensionless, no dimension at all, zero dimension. Can zero dimension exist? No, nothing can exist in zero dimension. But very small thing that can be present is atom or subatomic particles like quarks, electrons, protons, neutrons, like that. At nanoscale, small group of atoms, that we call it as quantum dots. Okay, so I told you specific colors can be brought out: red, yellow, violet. If you want cyan color, can you get it from here? Yes. Any specific color has its own frequency, you can get it out. Okay, so quantum dots are used in QLEDs. Fine. Now we will further travel into nanotechnology in the field of medicine. Now this is an interesting concept. I'll tell you, this is game changing also. First thing, what is a virus and what is bacteria? Can anyone tell? How many of you have learned PU? Biology? You're not biology? Okay. That is fine. Both will affect your body. That is fine. What is virus and what is bacteria?
Bacteria is a prokaryote.
Okay. What about virus? Is it a eukaryote? No.
Virus requires a host to perform its functions.
Okay.
And bacteria?
It acts independently.
No, it will evolve and
Then what else? What does bacteria contains? What she said is correct. Prokaryote, eukaryote. It can be both bacteria. What else? Single cell. What about virus? Single cell. You know what? Bacteria is a living thing. Virus is non-living. It is non-living thing. Bacteria may have only RNA or DNA also. It has only RNA. Ribonucleic acid only. Okay. What happens when when any RNA in the form of virus enters the body? It gets attached to a cell. Now inside the cell, what we will have? Again nucleus. Inside the nucleus, DNA. This external RNA will go and replace the DNA, some parts of DNA. It may delete, if this is the DNA strands. Okay, this RNA can cut here to here and replace itself. It has modified your cell, yes or no? That is what virus does. It attacks the host cells. What does bacteria do? It is a living thing. It will start eating your organs. It will start damaging your this one. What is that? Cells. Okay. So to kill bacteria, what we have?
Antibodies.
No. Yes, antibodies. Then external. I'm talking antibiotics. Biotic. Living thing. Okay. To kill the one which is living. If we kill this, no issue. What we will do? We will take the antibiotics. Anti means to repel the bacteria. That's all. To kill those, we will take the antibiotics. We will kill the bacteria. You are safe now. Your body will recover after a few days. If you take antibiotics here, will the virus can be killed? No. You know RNA, it will duplicate itself multiple times if it is there in the human body. Okay, it has some gene which is contained there. It is not living, but it is there. Okay, in and around. So to kill this, we want antibodies in the body. Okay, we have our own antibodies. It may be T cells, B cells. It will attack the RNA, the virus which is containing the RNA. It will kill it. It will stop it, break down it completely. Okay. Now there are few viruses like HIV, where this, if we have antibody cell, this is antibody which is there in our body. It is a cell which attacks the virus. What HIV virus do? It attacks this cell only. If it gets inside the body, we cannot cure it because we don't have enough antibodies. Here nanotechnology can be used. Till now till now also there is no cure to HIV. If you get HIV, you can control it, but you cannot cure it completely because this RNA will already be present in your cells. You cannot replace it. Okay, it will be already present in your cells. Fine. But this recently, before 1 or 2 months, 1.5 months maybe, using CRISPR-Cas9 technology, which is also known as nanotechnology. Okay, which is also part of nanotechnology, not known as nanotechnology, part of nanotechnology, where if a cell has a DNA and a virus whose RNA is present, I can cut it, I can remove it from the cell at that particular scale. Can you see cells in the body? No. But nanotechnology, nano robots can do. We call it as nanobots. That is nanobot. That robots which is made to be very small and do the things for us. HIV has cure now. Isn't that very good? It is a great news. But it will be very costly now. But in the future, upcoming days, it will happen. So it is a good news for all the HIV patients who are there now. Okay, very game changing. This is really great game changing thing. So what is this CRISPR-Cas9? Cas9 is a gRNA, okay, which acts like scissor. Okay, when it goes to near the cell, it cuts the DNA. If this is the DNA strand, if this is the virus where it is there, the RNA which is replaced by the DNA, I told you, no, what happens? That it will cut it out, remove it and replace with good one. So what is making here? What is working on it? Nanobots. Okay. So it can be in the nano robots can be in the form of missiles. Okay, it can be in the form of sacks. Okay, it can be in the form of ligands. Anything. Ligand means ion molecule. Okay, which is a metal, not iron, ion. Okay. This is really a game-changing thing that is happening down there. Isn't it really a good news? Great news it is. Okay, it is really a great news. Now, we came to know about nanobots. What else can it do? Only that much? You know cancer? What is cancer?
Repeated growth in the cells.
Why it will happen? Why that repeated growth will happen?
It won't, the immune system, it won't understand that whether to recreate, there's no control over it.
No, immune system attacks the cell. Okay.
Growth.
What is there? Huh? Mutation. Mutation means there is some change in the DNA. If there is some change in the DNA, the next upcoming cells will replicate itself in the same way. If we don't stop it, the organ which is there, for example, liver, if I cut it, it will grow again. If some cell is not working properly, it has some damaged DNA, it will replicate itself. Will it work as liver now? No. That means it is cancer. Some unwanted cells are growing, which is not a liver exactly. Cancer can happen anywhere, any organ. Skin cancer it can be blood cancer. Blood also it is made up of RBC, no? RBC, WBC, so on and so forth. Anywhere it can happen. Even bone cancer also we have. Correct? So this to treat what we were doing, radiation. Take a laser, do it, kill all these things. Now it came radiation. Before that we have chemicals, chemotherapy. We used to bombard these things with so many chemicals to try to kill this. But what was the adverse effect? We used to kill other organs also. You know, chemotherapy patient, how weak they will become to fight against this. Now, using these nanobots, we can do this repair. Okay, we can use this. What exactly happens there? We do targeted delivery. We inject nanoparticles there. These nanoparticles will flow. We will engineer this. We will make it to work. Okay, in such a way that it only attacks this uncontrolled cell. That means uncontrolled growth which is happening, those cells. We will target it there. How we will target it? We will program it in such a way by changing its shape, size. Other cells, if it is like this, all the cell will have some pores in it, in the membrane, so that the water, carbon dioxide, oxygen can be exchanged, right? That is how the cells will breathe, respire. These nanoparticles will not go to the normal regular cell. We will take some cancer cells, we will study that, we will engineer the nanoparticle size, we will leave it. It will flow through the body. When it reaches here, it will get inside the cell. There, we can place RNA or DNA, which has to be there, which has to be replaced. Or we can use some scissors like Cas9 to cut it out. What will happen? It will reach there, damage the cells. Only cancer cells will be damaged. And and later what will happen? It will be flushed out. Isn't that interesting? Cancer can be treated like this. Cancers can be treated.
If the program is not right or something.
Not, it is not like normal computer programming.
No, I understand.
Programming in the sense it can be its shape, size like that.
So it won't have any side effects or anything?
No side effects. If you, unless or until you are not using toxic materials as nanoparticles. Nanoparticles can be toxic if you are using it, inorganic substances. If you are using it, using organic substances like polymer, okay, like that, then no issues. You know how soap works? Meshel formation, where the heads will be here and the tail will be like this. Correct? 10th standard also you have learned, in PU also you might have learned. Like this, these are all nanoparticles coming together. It will target the cell, it will take it away. These are also there. So many kinds of things are there. All are happening in nanoscale. Again, this also, it is not that much cost effective now, but in the future it will happen. That is the thing to clear what is that cancer. Then what is a tumor? Abnormal growth again. What is the difference between tumor and cancer? Tumor stays at one place, but cancer spreads. Correct? Now, tumor can also be treated like this using targeted delivery. So we call this technique to be EPR technique, enhanced permeability and retention. Permeability means which can get inside the cell. Permeability. Retention means it will stay. For example, tumor, it will be having like this. This is tumor which has grown on some organ. Here the blood vessels will be like this, correct? These are the blood vessels. Here in tumor cell, the blood vessels also will be there here. But this and these will be different. It will not be same. So what I'll do, I'll give the nanoparticles, it will flow all over here happily. When it goes here, it will get stuck. Retention. Then it goes inside the cell, permeability. So that is what it is. That is what happening there. So tumor gone, happy. The person is happy now. He can live life longer. So this is again with the help of nanobot. Nanobot. What are nanobots? Robot. Using at the size of 10 power minus 9. Can 250 nanometers considered as nanoparticles? No. It has to be within the size range of 0 to 100 nanometers only. At that size, that peculiar characteristics shows. So I have done the research in my MSc this thing, where I took a silk fibroin. Silk is very strong because of the fibroin which is there inside. I decorated with the silver, okay, and studied its properties. So antibacterial property, where we could kill the bacteria and all. So in the future, instead of antibiotics, we can use nanoparticles also. So to kill both bacteria and virus, we can use nanomaterials, right? So now you understand what is virus and what is bacteria. Can anyone tell what is virus? Can you tell?
Virus is a composition of RNA or DNA.
Only bacteria.
Virus is composition of RNA.
Only RNA. Is it living thing?
Which is non-living.
Non-living thing. Is it? It is
Bacteria is a
living thing. It can operate individually. What you said. It can operate individually. It cannot operate individually. It needs something. Only when it gets the cell, it gets inside. Now RNA will start replicating. Until or unless it gets the cell, it will not replicate. But bacteria is not like that. It can reproduce. It can spread. It is a living thing. Okay. Now, Where else do you think nanoparticles is getting used or being applied? Nanoparticles, nanoscience. Where else it might be? Yes, in forensic. Then, have you heard an advertisement or some YouTube channel? I don't know. There will be a person running. Okay, her phone will be charging on itself by itself just because of motion. Their nanotechnology is there. The phones can be charged. And what about lithium ion battery, which you have in your phones? That is also nanotechnology. Where else? We have it in computers, we have it in medical field now. Where else it might be? If a person gets heart attack, okay, what is the reason for heart attack? Okay.
Heart attack is like two types.
Hmm.
One is pulse electric.
Very good, very good.
Second is one more. Cardiac arrest and cardiac arrest.
Very good. Cardiac arrest. I was coming into that concept actually. Okay, got my point. So we have heart attack. We have cardiac arrest. What are these two?
Heart attack is deposition of fat in the artery.
Okay, so here we have artery. What is an artery? Can you tell? Don't know. Yes, can you tell what is an artery?
Through which blood circulation.
Yes, what is an artery? Where oxygen rich blood flows. Correct? Now, even heart is an organ where the arteries are spread. What is a vein? Which you can see here, where deoxygenated blood is going away. Correct? Even heart muscles, to work, we need oxygen. Okay, arteries are carrying what? Oxygen. If it gets blocked, what will happen? Oxygen will not flow. To make energy, our body needs oxygen. Okay. So now what will happen? If some blockage is there, some part of the heart will not work. If some part of the heart will not work, then it will stop. When it stops operating, what will happen? Other bodies, we will not get sufficient blood, which will be fatal. We will die. That is what heart attack is. So what is happening here? Due to some blockages in the artery where the oxygen is supplied to the heart, it is getting blocked. Then to heart to beat, to make the sound lub dub, okay, to beat one after the other, one should contract, one should expand. To make this, there should be some signal going to the heart, correct? Yes or no? That signal is sent through sinus nerves. Sinus nerves. Abnormal sinus, normal sinus will be written in the ECG if you have seen, right? Sinus arrhythmia, sinus rhythmia, correct? That means if sinus is not giving the signals properly, it will not work properly. If sinus is giving the signals properly, it will beat properly. Clear? Now, heart has its own sinus nerve, which is there near the septum. This is the heart. This is the chamber of the heart. Here, everywhere the nerves is there to tell the muscle to beat, to tell it to contract. Blood will flow here. To contract here, the blood will flow to lungs. Like this it goes. If this is not working properly, then this is known as cardiac arrest. Nothing can be done. What we will do? Electric shock to give some signal, so that again the signal flows, heart starts beating. That is cardiac arrest. Okay. Now, this one also can be cured, this one also can be cured. Here what we need? Electrical signals. Can we give electrical signals with the help of nanobots?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What about this? What we used to do traditionally, we used to remove this. Then we used to place one mesh which is cylindrical in shape, angioplasty, correct? Now blood used to go. Open heart surgery we were doing, right? Now no need of doing that. We will send nanobots. It will flow happily, clear all the things, flow, flush out. Isn't that really great? Yes. Your brain tumors, even in the brains also that can be done. Any blockages, anything can be cured like this. See how nanoscience is, and how much we have learned? 3 to 5% only. That is what we know. Not even 0.1% we have learned in class now. Not even 0.1%. That is, so many things are still under research. So many things are there. So nanotechnology is vast subject in the future. So just think, just in a matter of 75 years, we have reached till here. Just think another 30 years. All those flying saucers that you imagine, science fiction movie, it will happen. You can sit on a car which is flying and you can go. Lightweight materials you can create. Without fans you can fly by physics rules. Right? So this is the power of nanotechnology. So any doubts you have in this particular concept which you learned today? Any doubts? Okay, I want you people to open the books. So the research is being done in laboratories. When we do the mass production, it will be done in the industries, factories. The research will be done in laboratories. We have IASC, we have so many other research institute universities where researchers work on this. Even in our India, the top, this nanotechnology is in top research in India also. Not only it is happening in the bio field, it is happening in outside bio field also. It may be pure science, applied science, anywhere. Everywhere nanotechnology is being used. So you can.
Is it used in food science or anywhere to increase the shelf life?
Yes, it is used. It is being used. It is being used. Nanotechnology is there from very long back. Medicines. What is that? Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, we used to take nanoparticles as medicine, but we did not know. Gold nanoparticles, all those things. But unknowingly we were using, but since we know that, we are doing more research on that. We are applying, we have started applying. Right? Okay. So I want you people to just chalk out whatever you have learned till now. Just chalk out important topics. Can you do it? Open your books. Open your books from the beginning till here. You don't have books? Just close your eyes for some time. Just remember, we started at 11. What all we did. Okay. Retention is very important when you are learning. When you learn, you should not unlearn. Retention should be there. Okay. So we started with nanoscience. What is science? Systematic study of anything. If you want to study about clouds, we follow the procedure. If it is correct, yes, it is correct. If it is not illogical, it is not correct. So that systematic study is science. What is nanotechnology? Using science, we are creating something new to help. It can be domestic purpose or it can be commercial purpose, right? That is technology. So nanotechnology means some innovations or creations that is happening at the scale of nano, 10 power minus 9 meters. 10 power minus 9 meters. And then we learned about methods of producing nanomaterials, nanoparticles. We learned about graphene. We learned about surface area to volume ratio. Why so many applications we learned, right? All those things you can mention. So you can write what is quantum dot. When quantum dot can be created? When quantum, when it can be created? Quantum confinement happens when we bring down the moment of electron to one place, small area. Okay, yes, potential well. We call it as potential well. Then what we can achieve? We can achieve specific colors. And can we use nanoparticles in reactions? Yes. What are catalysts? Which enhance the reactions. Nanoparticles can enhance more because more surface area to volume ratio. There also we can use. Now there is a recent study where, you know, in the ocean or in some sewage area where sewage water will be flowing, that can be treated with the help of nanotechnology. Specific, for example, arsenic is more in water. That arsenic can be trapped in the nanoparticle, nanomaterial, and only other materials can flow. That we can do, but it is very costly now. It is not cost effective. We can treat sewage water completely, only make to make the H2O to flow without using thermal energy, without distillation, that this and all. Filtration can be done using nanotechnology.
Power can be generated.
Yes, sir. Power can be, that is what when you run, you are producing the current,
You know, like,
power.
with electric
Yes,
power.
you can produce.
Now we are using hydroelectric power.
Yeah, because since again that's at that particular level, we can charge the electron very quickly. Charging the electron very quickly, then again it flows. It can be used. And so many things are possible. Many things. It is not confined to some. Many things. It is huge field. So how did we first see the atom? Using STM, transmission microscope, SEM, semi-electron microscope, right? Everything you can mention it there. QLEDs. You know, how many of you have heard about water resistant watches, water resistant screens?
Even mirrors.
Yes, water resistance. Yes, that is mirrors. Usually, in olden days also it was there. If we coat one layer of some hydrophobic material, water will not stick. Instead of that chemical, we can use nanoparticles also. That is also possible.
In fridges, not fasting.
Yes, there also we can do. So many applications. Any problem, nanoparticle is there. If you have a problem in the skin, scars, nanoparticles will repair it. You know, we have one gene which is causing to age. You know, how do we age? In the cells, what we have, each gene we have, correct? Can that be replaced? That means we can become immortal. live forever. See how far we have come. But we have not yet reached that stage. But they are working, the scientists are working. Done? Okay. So can we conclude the session? Any questions you have?
What are the different materials they use for this?
Any material, you have gold, silver, any material can be made into nanoparticle. Any material. No.
Even biological
Yes, I told you. Yes, the polymer which we spoke about. That is a biological material. Michel's polymer. That is a biological material. And this Cas9. All those things are nanoparticles. There are two: organic and inorganic. Inorganic are metals, minerals. Organic are biologically available, which can be carbon, oxygen. Again, all the organic materials again are formed with inorganic substances only. Carbon is oxygen. Yeah.
Can you do like air purification?
Yes.
Because of all cities are getting.
Yeah, that can be done. When we can clean the sewage water, air purification also can be done. It is also possible using nanotubes. Shall we conclude?
Any
Okay.
questions?
How nanobots will work? Like, how will they get charged?
Nanobots? No, it is not like charge. How we can see that it's from external. For example, if this is your leg, we have vessels inside flowing, okay, where blood is flowing. Now we have a nanoparticle which has to reach here. One thing, naturally it can flow with the pressure of the blood, or externally we can give either magnetic field, or we can use light, optic. It can pass through, it can penetrate. We can use sound to guide it. Okay, so that can be done.
I've seen few YouTube videos, like some telescope experiments.
Mhm.
So in those videos, they said the bots,
Yeah, nanobots.
they will be in our body and will be searching for any dead cells or will be
Mhm.
searching for
Mhm.
any external viruses which are available in our immune system. So how will they work? How the bots are
Very good, very good question. So I did not come to this part, but we will learn now. Very good. So what happens here is, we have nanobots, we have RBC, WBC, right? And platelets, T cells, B cells, okay, T cells, B cell, WBT. These are all the ones which attacks the foreign bodies, right? Nanobots, we can program that in such a way to identify the abnormal cell or any foreign cell like bacteria or any foreign object like virus. It can go there and destroy that. And this nanobot which is there, it can be after some time it can be degraded. If something is not working properly, it will disassemble itself and dissolve in the blood, and your kidney purifies it and it will be flushed out. That is there. So it can replace RBC also. What does RBC do? RBC is a what is that? It has hemoglobin. Hemoglobin has iron, oxygen binds to that, it carries. And then in the cell we have carbon dioxide, gives oxygen and takes that carbon dioxide and gives out in the lungs. Again, gas exchange will happen. Okay, which is more, that will get attracted. If oxygen is more, it will get attracted. If carbon dioxide is more, that will get attracted. What is required here? Iron. Correct? Now, that is red in color because of hemoglobin presence. That's all. Can I replace this and give one nanobot holding that iron molecule? Yes, can do. If we have cancer, blood cancer, we have that cells which will be deformed, which cannot hold iron properly, which cannot hold oxygen properly. Correct? sickle cell anemia, right? And if that is happening, we can replace that using nanobots, where nanobots will behave like RBC. Now using nanobots, we can make T cells, B cells, WBC to attack foreign bodies. That can be replaced. But again, this is ideological. It will happen in the future, in the near future. It will happen, definitely. Any doubt? Any question? Will we conclude, sir?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll take a picture.
Yes.
With the